Hello students, in today's video we will talk about mathematics chapter number 6, Be My Multiple, I'll Be Your Factor. This is a continuation video. In the previous video we had done up to page number 3 of your book, and in today's video we will start from page number 3. In this you will learn more precisely about multiples and factors. There are few word stories also where you will get to know how to solve the word problems. And be ready with your notebooks and your rough copy if you don't have the notebooks, and start writing the important points. And don't forget, if you have any feedback, let me know in the comment section. And in today's video we will talk more about the multiples and factor. Here first we will start with the definition of factor. We have to know what is factor first. Let's see. A number or algebraic expression that divides another number or expression evenly, that is, with no remainder. For example, 3 and 6 are factors of 12, but 12 divided by 3 is 4 exactly, and 12 divided by 6 equals to 2 exactly. The other factors of 12 are 1, 2, 4 and 12. Now what are factors? When you can divide a number with another number completely, means there will be no remainder left, then the next number is the factor of the first number. Just like when you divide 12 by 3, you will get 4 and 0 remainder, means no remainder. So 3 and 4 both are the factor of 12. Apart from that, 12 have how many factors? 12 itself, 1, 2 and 4. And now let's come to the next part, that is in page number 93. This we have already done in the previous video, but we are just revising it again because we are talking about factors. Let's start with this question rather. Amini is arranging 12 tamarind seeds in the form of different rectangles. Try to make more rectangles like this using 12 tamarind seeds. How many different rectangles can you make? Answer. With 12 tamarind seeds, we have rectangles of sizes 12 into 1, 4 into 3 and 6 into 2. Thus, 3 rectangles can be made using 12 seeds. Now you have seen the rectangles and you have understood in the previous video only that how to make the rectangles. Now the question is, why we are writing 12 into 1, 4 into 3 and 6 into 12? Because these all are the factors of 12. When you multiply 12 into 1, you will get 12. 4 into 3 is 12 and 6 into 2 is also 12. Similarly, question number 3, if there are 15 tamarind seeds, how many rectangles can you make? Answer. If there are 15 tamarind seeds, then we have rectangles of sizes 1 into 15, 3 into 5. Now here the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15 itself. So we can make 2 rectangles from 15 tamarind seeds. Why these are the factors? Because if you divide the number by 3, suppose, you will get answer 5 and no remainder. Similarly, these all are the factors. Now come to page number 96. Here you can see 2 circles. Let's read the question first. Write the factors of 25 in the red circle and the factors of 35 in the blue circle. Which are the factors you have written in the common part, that is purple, of both circles? These are the common factors of 25 and 35. Now you have to write the factors of 25 in the red circle and 35 in the blue circle, and the middle portion, that is the purple area, you have to write the common factors of both. Now let's see the answer. Factors of 25 and 35 are written in the red and blue circles respectively as below. You can see in the red circle I have written 25, and in the blue circle I have written 7 and 35, and in the purple area I have written 5 and 1. 25 is the factor of 25, 7 and 35 is the factor of 35, and 5 and 1 are the common factor of both 25 and 35, which means if you divide 25 and 35 by 5 and 1, you will get no remainder and it will be completely divisible, and 5 and 1 are both factors of 25 and 35 both. So now you can see from the answer and from the two circles what are the factors and what are the common factors. Now, like the other question number 2, you will understand it much deeper. Now write the factor of 40 in the red circle and 60 in the blue circle. Again we have to do the same thing but with different number. In the red circle you will write the factor of 40, and in the blue circle you will write the factor of 60. Factors of 40 and 60 are written in the red and blue circle respectively as follows. Here you can see inside the red circle I have written 8 and 40, and inside the blue circle I have written 3, 6, 12, 15, 30, 60. And inside the purple area I have written the common factors of both the numbers, that is 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. Now you can do it in the rough side of your notebook or in the rough copy. You can solve it and see whether they are the factors or not, and to see it what to do, you just have to divide this with the number. Means suppose 8 is a factor of 40 or not, you have to divide 40 by 8, and if there is no remainder left, then yes, it is a factor of 40. And the other way of finding out the factor is to multiply it. In the table of 8, 40 comes? Yes, it comes. That's why 8 is a factor of 40. Similarly, 40 is a factor of 40 because 40 ones are 40. 40 into 1 is 40. That's why if you divide 40 with 40, you will get 1 as a quotient and 0 as remainder. That's why it is a factor. Now come to page number 97. There is factor tree. I think you already have done it in previous classes and previous lesson and previous videos. Still, let's revise the factor tree once more and see what is there. Look at the factor tree. Now can you make another tree like this? Here a factor tree is given and we have to make another one after understanding this. First, from the downward side it is written 18, and from 18 two branches are going up. You can see 9 and 2. Why we are writing 9 and 2? Because 9 into 2 equals to 18. That's why. So these two branches, when they are going up, we all know 2 is a prime number, so we cannot divide it or we cannot split into smaller parts. That's why we will do 9. So 9 we can break into smaller parts by 3 into 3. We know 3 into 3 equals to 9. So we can break 9 as 3 into 3. Separate branches will grow from 9 and we will stop at 3 because 3 again is a prime number. We cannot divide it by any other number, only by 1 and 3 it can be divided. So we will stop at 3 and 3. So this is a factor tree of 18. If you are going to do another factor tree by yourself, let's see the answer over here. Factor tree can be completed as follows. You can see in the down part I have done the factor tree. We will start with 18. We can divide the 18 or like this. 6 into 3 is 18. 6 3 is 18, we all know. We will stop at 3 because 3 is a prime number. We cannot divide it, so we will stop there. And now 6 we can divide. Similarly we will do like that. Now come to question number 2. In how many ways can you draw a factor tree for 24? Draw 3 of them below. Now here the number is 24 and we have to draw different factor trees. Here I have shown 3 factor trees. If you can do like for the different numbers, you can do 4, 5, 6 and so on. Many factor trees you can do. It depends on how many factors you know about the number. Let's see. Factor tree for 24 can be drawn in the following different ways. The first one, you can see 24 I have done 8 into 3. 8 3s are 24. At 3 I will stop because it is a prime number, but 8 I can divide, so 4 2s are 8. So 4 into 2 8. Again at 2 I will stop because it is a prime number. 4 I can break into smaller part, so 2 into 2 is 4, I know, so I will do 2 into 2 4. So another branch will grow like that. So it is a branch kind of a system, that's why it is called a tree, factor tree. Now come to the second one. You can see I have taken 12 into 2. Similarly 2 is a prime number, I will stop there. Then 12 I will break down. 2 into 6 is 12. Again 2 is a prime number, I will stop there. 6 I will break down. 3 into 2 6, and 3 and 2 both are prime number. Now come to the third one, 24. 6 into 4 is 24, so I have break it down. Both are composite numbers, they are not prime numbers. So 6 I can break down. 3 into 2 6. 3 into 2 I will stop there because both are prime number. And 4 how can I break? I can break it like 2 into 2 4. So 2 into 2 I have broken down, and then the branches you can see over there, I will stop there because 2 and 2 are 2 is a prime number, so I cannot break down in smaller parts. So here 3 kind of factor trees you have seen. All the 3 are important to understand. Now let's come to the word problems of this chapter. In this chapter there are most probably 3 word problems that you will understand in this video. Let's start with the first one. There is a garden in Anu's house. In the middle of the garden there is a path. They decided to tile the path using tiles of length 2 feet, 3 feet and 5 feet. The mason tiled the first row with 2 feet tiles, the second row with 3 feet tiles and the third row with 5 feet tiles. The mason has not cut any of the tiles. Then what is the shortest length of the path? Now understand the question first. There is a garden and there is a path in the garden. So now Anu wants to tile it by using the tile of different length, 2 feet, 3 feet and 5 feet. Now the mason do not want to cut the tiles, but he is going to use the shortest length of the path, like what tile he would use to fill up the tile and what will be the shortest length of the path. The length of the path is not given, the tile lengths are given. So we are going to find out the shortest length of the path that can be in the garden which we are tiling. Answer: here is the smallest common multiple of 2, 3 and 5 gives the shortest length of the path. Multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The smallest common multiple is 30. So the shortest length of the path is 30 meter. Now here what we have done, we have find out the smallest common multiple, means the least common multiple, LCM. You can find out the same answer through prime factorization method or by common division method also. Here I have shown the very simple method in which you are writing all the multiples of 2, 3 and 5 and then pointing out the common multiple of 3 of them. So here you can find out the same answer by what methods? Yes, you know it. We have done it in the previous video. Now let's come to page number 98. Question number 2. Manoj has made a new house. He wants to lay tiles on the floor. The size of the room is 9 feet into 12 feet. In the market there are 3 kinds of square tiles: 1 foot into 1 foot, 2 feet into 2 feet, 3 feet into 3 feet. Now which size of the tiles should he buy for his room so that he can lay it without cutting? Now the question is, the area or the size of the room is given, that is 9 into 12, and there are 3 types of tiles. Now he wants to bring the correct size of the tile. There are available in the market 1 into 1, 2 into 2 and 3 into 3 feet of tiles. Now which size of tile he would have to buy so that it fits in the room perfectly? Answer: size of the tile should be a factor of 9 and 12 both. Why we are taking 9 and 12? Because 9 into 12 is the area of the room. So we are going to take the factor of 9 and 12. As 2 is not a factor of 9, which is the width of the room, but 1 and 3 are factors of both 9 and 12, hence Manoj can buy tiles of 1 foot into 1 foot or 3 feet into 3 feet. Now 1 and 3 both are the factors of 9 and 12. Here 2 is not a factor of 9 but it is a factor of 12, but we are talking about the common factor of 9 and 12. 1 and 3 both are the common factor of 9 and 12. So either he can buy 1 into 1 foot or 3 into 3 feet of tile. Both will fit in his room perfectly and he will not have to cut. Now the third question. Rani, Geeta and Nasima live near each other. The distance from their house to the road is 90 feet. They decided to tile the path to road. They all bought tiles of different designs and length. Rani, the shortest tile, Geeta bought the middle size one and Nasima bought the longest one. If they could tile the path without cutting any of the tiles, what is the size of the tile each has bought? Suggest 3 different solutions. Explain how you get this. Now this question you can understand by seeing in the picture also, that is in the video. You can see there is a road and their houses, Rani, Geeta, Nasima, all their houses are with the road and the path which is connecting the houses is 90 feet long. And here we have to tile up the paths so that all the path has been tiled properly, but there is a condition. Rani has bought the shortest tile, Geeta has bought the medium size and Nasima have bought the longest tile. Now we have to suggest at least 3 different solutions to it. Now you can at home in the rough copy you can find out as many solutions as you want, because this question have many solutions. It can have many solutions. Here I will show only 3 different ways where they can tile the path. We have here 90 feet length of the path. This we are getting from the question itself. For the tiles to be tiled on the path without cutting, size of each tile should be a factor of 90. Here all should be the factor of 90. The sizes of the tiles should be factor of 90. So first we have to find out the factors of 90. How we will find it out? Like this. Now 90 can be factorized as follows. 90 equals to 1 into 90, 2 into 45, 3 into 30, 5 into 18, 6 into 15, 9 into 10. Now all these numbers that are at the right hand side of the equal to sign are the factors of 90. Hence the possible tiles can be as follows: 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 5 into 5, 6 into 6, etc. since Rani bought the shortest tile, Geeta bought the middle sized one and Nasima bought the longest one. Different possible sizes can be selected as follows. Now you will see that they have bought the smallest, medium and longest sizes of the tiles. So the probable answer can be as follows, that you will see in the next slide in the video. But for now, in this slide, first you have to understand what? You have to understand these are all the factors of 90. And by taking the factors of 90, we are writing that the possible tiles can be 1 into 1, 2 into 2. Why 1 into 1? Because 1 is a factor of 90, 2 is a factor of 90, 3 is a factor of 90. So we will write 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 5 into 5, again 5 is a factor of 90, and so on. It will go on until all the factors are covered of 90. Now, number 1 probable answer is Rani takes tiles of size 1 foot into 1 foot. Geeta would take 2 feet into 2 feet. Nasima will take 3 feet into 3 feet. As Rani is bringing the smallest, Geeta is bringing the medium size, and Nasima is bringing the longest tiles. Similarly, the second probable answer would be Rani would take 2 feet into 2 feet, Geeta would take 3 feet into 3 feet, Nasima would take 5 feet into 5 feet. The third probable answer can be Rani would take 3 feet into 3 feet, Geeta would take 5 feet into 5 feet, Nasima would take 6 feet into 6 feet. Now in this question you can write as many probable answer as you want as far as the 90s factors are many. So by taking all the factors you can make many probable answer. Over here I have shown only 3. So I will request all the students to practice this chapter as much as you can. If you have any doubt, again I will tell you to let me know in the comment section so I can take out your doubts and give the answers properly. And then if you have any suggestions regarding the video, again you can let me know in the comment section. Do not forget to solve it by yourself. First you understand from the video, then you solve it by yourself. I will always tell my students, first you understand, don't ratification, don't buy heart. Mathematics is all about practice. Don't buy heart the answers. You have to practice and practice. And do not forget to study hard. Now I hope you all have understood this. So thank you. Stay safe. Study hard. See you in the next video.